Station log, stardate 56354.7. Life is beginning to return to normal after our recent encounter with the Gray. I've decided to use the lull in activity to spend some time with my daughter.
Our repairs are almost completed. The Saratoga took the most damage. We played cat and mouse with the Gray fighters for several days before we finally got the upper hand.
Did you know Commodore Terry?
Not very well, but his sacrifice probably saved us all. Not quite sure how I'm going to be able to break the news to Janice and the crew of the Angelus about Commander Munoz's, well, sacrifice, I guess, but that boy never knew when to quit. Going to miss him. Is that why you're here, Ian?
I understand you're picking up the slack for the supply shipments.
That's right. We leave for Starbase 153 tomorrow morning, whether our repairs are completed or not.
I was planning to take Trey at a Browder Fort for a little R&R. I figured the Alpine Resort and the fresh air would do us both some good. It's not too far off your course.
Only by 3 light years, Ian. We can take you as far as Sector 415, but from there you'll have to use a shuttle.
It was worth a try.
We shove off at 0530. Don't miss the boat, Ian.
Commander, here are the reports you asked for.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
How are the repairs coming?
Slowly. It's all the little things I have to attend to that's taking forever. Toby used to take care of all that stuff while I concentrated on the big problems.
Is there anything I can help with?
You can find me an assistant chief engineer.
I spent a fair amount of time around engineering when I was on Voyager. I know my way around an ODN relay pretty well.
All right, then. Port side plasma injectors are out of alignment. Let's see what you can do.
No problem.
Welcome aboard, Commodore. It's a pleasure to have you both with us.
Thank you, Commodore. You run a fine ship.
Once we're underway, Lieutenant McKay will show you to your quarters. Mr. Abney, take us out.
Aye, Captain.
Set course for open space, Ensign. 1/2 impulse power. Once we're clear, set course for the Browder system.
Course set. 1/2 impulse power I.
Engage.
All done, Chief. What's next?
Sleep. I'm turning in. Thanks for all your help today.
No problem. Hey, I was thinking, do you want to get something to eat over in 10 Forward?
No thanks. I'm too tired to eat.
Okay. Give me a call tomorrow, though, if you need any help. Security's pretty light these days, so. Good night.
Computer. 1 cup of chicken noodle soup. Hot. Come in.
Robin Leffler?
Yes, that's me.
I work at the Bachl Garden Flower Shop here on the station. A gentleman ordered these for you.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good evening, ma'am.
Hello, my dear. I do so hope you haven't forgotten about me. I remember fondly our adventures together. And I wanted you to know that we will have the pleasure of your company again very soon. So, keep a good lookout. I know that I'll be watching.
We'll be taking on dangerous cargo, including extra antimatter containers, for the return trip to DS-12. I want to ensure that we do this safely and by the book.
Of course, Captain.
I'll try not to hit any potholes, man.
Potholes?
Never mind.
Captain, the cargo bays are ready.
Good. Ensign Sytek and Abney are working on the antimatter storage issues.
Captain, we're approaching the drop-off point.
Shall I inform Commodore Knapp?
I'll inform him myself. You're the bridge number 1.
I questioned the owner of the flower shop for over 2 hours. It must have been one of Shakev's associates. Because whoever they were billed to, they're not showing up in our database.
There have been rumors that the Zenkethi and the Orion Syndicate have been cooperating on a number of ventures lately.
That's all very interesting. But what am I supposed to do about this madman who keeps sending me flowers?
Since he abducted us last year, Starfleet Intelligence has been trying to track him down. He's slippery, Commander, but they're doing the best they can. If it makes you feel any better, there is no safer place in the entire Federation than right here.
He's right, Robin. They'd be foolish to try anything on this ship.
What about the next time I go on an away mission? What then? I can't even go on vacation without wondering if I'm about to be abducted.
They will find him, Commander. I promise you.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to talk to your old man. We've got another 5 long hours ahead of us.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, it's been a rough few months with the Grey hostilities, my promotion.
Why are you making it such a big deal? I know what you did, and I know why you did it. Everyone considers you as a hero.
Except you?
I didn't say that. Eris chose to sacrifice his life for yours, and in doing so, he thought he was giving me something he could never have. He's as much as a hero as you are.
I never said he wasn't.
Then, I guess we're in agreement.
Independence to Chateau Dubois.
Go ahead, Independence.
Bad news, Commodore. I'm afraid you'll have to postpone your vacation plans. Zenkethi pirates have raided the Browder system. We're on our way to investigate now. I suggest you hold position until we can pick you up.
Copy that. Keep me posted.
Keep your eyes open, Ian. Independence out.
So, what else would you like to talk about?
They're making a run for the patch. If they go in there, we'll lose them.
Increase to full impulse power.
They're returning fire. Shield holding.
Open a channel to lead Zenkethi's ship.
Channel open.
This is Commander Cole of the Federation Starship Independence. Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Captain, they're citing the Kittamura Accords. They want the council of a neutral party.
We're not falling for that one again. Tractor beam!
We are not close enough, Captain, and with their shields up, I cannot guarantee a lock.
Mr. Abney, get us within range.
Captain, we're receiving another distress call from the transport ship Redlands. They're under attack by 2 Zenkethi ships.
Captain, the raider will enter the patch in 10 seconds.
Your orders, Captain.
Set course for the transport ship. Maximum warp.
Aye, Captain. Course set.
Engage.
In a sense, you've given Shikev exactly what he wants. He's disrupted your life, and he can do it any time he wants.
What am I supposed to do? Just go on as if he doesn't exist?
As best you can, yes. When he abducted you, he had you under his control. People like Shikev thrive off fear. And by terrorizing you in this way, he can keep control of you indefinitely.
I can't block him out. Every time I go to sleep, he's there.
Commander, what do you want?
I don't know. I just don't feel safe anymore. Not even here.
I'm sorry, Commander. I don't have a quick remedy or cure for that. The best advice I can give you is to let go and move on. If you continue to allow Shikev to affect your life, then he has won.
I just want it to end.
I'm sorry, Robin. Is there something you'd like? Something to help you sleep?
Once again, the Zenkethi government denies any involvement in these latest powder attacks.
That's not entirely surprising, but they're not exactly doing anything to prevent them either. Haven't we done this before?
Mm-hmm. The diplomatic avenues just aren't getting us anywhere.
You thought they would?
That was worth a try.
Commander, as long as the Zenkethi government leaves their people in poverty, we'll always have to contend with these pirates.
And it's gotten worse because of the recent Grey attacks. They perceive a weakness in the Federation.
I can understand how desperate they must be, but I just wish someone would do something before any more innocent people are killed. Any word from the Commodore shuttle?
No, ma'am, but we're out of the communications range, and they'd be foolish to use subspace bands while the Zenkethi are still in the area.
Unfortunately, we have at least 2 more days before proper relief ships arrive. Command is sending 2 heavy cruisers to patrol the Browder system. Hopefully that will be enough to deter the Zenkethi for a while.
They should have picked us up by now. Leave it to Jen to be late. Maybe I should signal her again.
You signaled her 5 minutes ago. They're obviously out of our range. Better send a subspace message.
That would be an easier signal for the Zenkethi to pinpoint. We're not too far from their border.
Suit yourself. Just trying to help.
It was a good suggestion, Trey, but we have to be careful.
I was just kidding. Don't you think I know that?
Treya, you're an 11-year-old kid. I'm just beginning to realize how much you do know. I suppose I should be proud that my 11-year-old daughter can repair a warp coil or rebuild an anti-gravity generator. But in doing so, you're not a kid anymore. The Syndicate took your childhood from you. From me. And as much as I'd like to give it back to you, I can't.
You wanted to see me, sir.
I was going over this distress call from the Redlands. Something's amiss.
How so?
When you compare the expected position of the ship with the distance degradation, the numbers just don't add up.
Perhaps they escaped at warp before being overcome.
Possibly. But I'm running it through the computer now. I have a feeling this signal may not be genuine.
What makes you say that?
I'm not sure, Ensign. Sometimes you just get a gut feeling that something isn't right. It's all over this one.
Are you sure it is not an emotional response to the Zen Kethy's escape, sir?
I'm not sure of anything just yet. I wanted your logical view on this before I take it to the captain. There we go. You see what I see, Ensign?
The signal is remarkably strong. Not to mention it is using an older Federation emergency channel.
That means it had to be amplified before it got to us. Bet you this signal isn't from the Redlands at all.
We should inform the captain.
We spotted an alien subspace relay near the Redlands flight path.
Have we been able to ascertain the Redlands' actual position yet?
No, she's not showing up on the ship sensors.
I think this situation might warrant us breaking silent running and contact them directly.
Mr. Johns, please see to that immediately.
Aye, Captain.
Continue, Lieutenant.
McCabe to Ensign SciTech.
SciTech here, go ahead.
Has the computer finished triangulating the signal's origin?
Stand by, sir.
If the Zen Kethy were trying to divert us from the real target, we may never know what they were really after.
But it's a lead, Captain. If their operation is spread thin, then they may have sent the fake distress call from their own ship.
I agree. We'll check it out regardless.
Sir, the computer is finished. The most likely coordinates put it somewhere in the Ishmar system, 0.7 light years distance.
Call to bridge. Alter course for the Ishmar system. Maximum warp.
Approaching the system now, Captain.
Red alert!
I'm picking up one Ferengi cargo ship orbiting the 5th planet.
Move to intercept. Full impulse.
She's heavily damaged. 5 stable life signs aboard.
Hail them.
You're on.
This is the Federation Starship Independence. Do you require assistance?
Independence, we're okay, but our ship has been heavily damaged. Can you assist us?
We'll do what we can, but first we have to know who attacked you.
Zen Kethy pirates. They took our cargo. We must have it back.
Any idea where they might be headed?
No, but they haven't been gone for long.
We'll beam you aboard and we'll come back for your ship later. Independence out. Lieutenant, beam them to secure quarters. We're not taking any chances.
Captain, I believe I have a faint ion trail. They tried to mask it, but it is there.
Pursuit course, engage.
I've got a vessel ahead. It's Zen Kethy.
Overtake them. Fire a warning shot. This is the Starship Independence. Drop out of warp and prepare to be boarded.
We're being hailed.
On screen.
What is the meaning of this, Independence? You have no right to fire on me. I've done nothing wrong.
Stow your indignation, Captain. We found the Ferengi ship, and the fake distress call originated in Orion Syndicate frequency. You wouldn't happen to be affiliated with them now, would you?
I work freelance for the Zen Kethy. You've got the wrong ship, Captain. Disengage at once.
Sorry, we can do this the hard way, or you can drop out of warp and beam aboard. It's up to you.
They're firing a volley of...
Target their engines and fire!
They're powering phasers.
Target engines and weapons only. Fire when you have a shot.
Looks like the shields are faltering.
We've got them.
Get a transporter locker in their crew. Beam them directly to the brig. And Lieutenant, take a security team and search their ship.
With pleasure, ma'am.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Mason. If that is your real name.
You won't get anything from me, Captain.
These are the only 2 items they took from the Ferengi. We can't get them open, but scans suggest they contain some kind of archaeological remains.
Why did you leave a cargo hold full of Romulan ale and take just these 2 items? Mr. Mason, you have known ties to the Orion Syndicate, and you've been implicated in the abduction of 3 Starfleet officers last year, as well as in the death of one of those officers. You have a wife and a child on Milena 4. Do you really want to spend the rest of your life on a penal colony?
That would be preferable to death, which is assured if I give you any information.
Ensign Sytek is a Vulcan. Are you familiar with the Forest Vulcan mind meld? I hear it can be quite painful. See, Mr. Mason, if you answer my questions, that's all you'll have to answer for. But if we have to perform the mind meld, well, I'm sure it'll be much more painful for you.
You can't fool me, Captain. I know that's against every ethics rule in the book.
Rules can be bent.
Do you want me to hold him, Captain?
No, thank you, Lieutenant. We'll be able to get far more information from him if he's unconscious. Take him to sickbay.
You can't do this!
Watch me.
I really don't know anything. These artifacts, they have something to do with the Grey. But 2 of them aren't enough. We have to find the others.
Why did the Ferengi have them?
They retrieved them for us, but then they turned around and offered them to the highest bidder. The Syndicate isn't supposed to know about them. We acted on our own.
Who is your employer?
I can't tell you.
I want a name.
A very powerful man, Captain. You'd be better off if you didn't know.
When he comes for his artifacts, I'll be waiting for him.
I pity you then.
Not as much as I pity you. Your criminal life is over, my friend. Take him to the brig.
You weren't really going to,
It's a nice thing about being captain. Some things you can keep to yourself.
Dad,
Yes?
thanks
For what?
for everything. For rescuing me. For saving the station. For sending the Grey away. And for being there.
Just doing my job.
They say being a villain is easy. But being a hero, well, that takes work.
How am I doing?
You work a lot, but that's okay.
Independence to Chateau du Bois. Prepare for docking. Captain's log, stardate 56429.1. Mr. Mason has been turned over to Starfleet Intelligence. Hopefully they can get more out of him than we could. Our efforts to analyze the artifacts continue. We should rendezvous with the Antietam in about 12 hours. They'll be able to take you back to DS-12 while we finish our supply run. We'll be back in about a week.
Hopefully, with the Grey threat subdued for the moment, we'll be able to concentrate on more humanitarian projects, like getting the Tzenkethi people out of poverty.
They need more than a few blankets and a hot meal, Ian.
We have to start somewhere. It's the only way to get the Tzenkethi people back on their feet and out of the shipping lanes.
And I agree with you, Ian. But as long as there is such a large gap between the wealthy leaders and the starving underclass, there'll always be a problem.
Fair enough. So, when you get back to DS-12, your first mission will be to travel to their home planet and secure talks with their leaders. Make them see it from our point of view.
Are you giving me an assignment?
Consider it a favor. It's better you hear it from me than, say, Admiral Nechayev.
Sounds interesting. I'll do it. Although you have to admit, Chayev's not as bad as she used to be.
I always said that being on the front lines was the best thing that ever happened to her.
Don't you have a daughter to be taken care of?
Am I bothering you?
Only in the way I like to be bothered.
You sound like Captain Janeway.
Admiral Janeway.
What? She made Admiral already? She beat us to it, Jen.
Don't worry. They gave her a desk job. Put her in a place where she can't do any more harm.
Oh? Where?
Department of Temporal Investigations. Fitting punishment, eh?
And just when I thought Starfleet Command didn't have a sense of humor. I'll see you later.
Take care, Ian.
Come in. Hi, Robin. Come on in. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Just a little tired out from the past few days.
Can I get you something? I was just about to have dinner.
Soup sounds good.
Chicken noodle?
Yeah, thanks.
Computer, 2 cups of chicken noodle soup, hot.
Thanks, Epi.
Haven't been called that in a while.
I was thinking back to when we were on the Excalibur. Life seemed so much simpler back then. Was it ever?
I don't know about simpler. We had our challenges, but we always managed to get through them, just like we do now.
Yeah.
You know, the way I see it, Robin, is that we all change into a different person with every nanosecond that passes. The best that we can hope to do is to live every moment. And Shakev can never take those moments from you.
I won't let him.
Nothing we have can get a clean scan.
They're as elusive as those tetrahedrons the Excelsior recently encountered.
There are strange energy fluctuations, but nothing I can pinpoint.
I'm picking up a tachyon spike.